Hello everyone, this is Gissel, and today I'm going to be unboxing my new Plum paper planner. So of course I ordered the snap-in bookmark. It was one of those things that were recommended once I put my planner in the cart. And then as you can see, this is the Plum paper cover material. And here is just something that says, "It's a beautiful day to make plans." Towards the back, it just has like an instructional guide or a planner care. Here you can see it says plan your way with custom notepads, personalized notebooks tailored to your interests, custom stickers for any occasion, and then send a personalized note with stationery. So I did also order a spiral coil bookmark stencil because I wanted to do some cool designs in my planner. These stickers come with the planner, so because it's undated, it does give me all the months and some added stickers at the bottom, which I think is really nice. So then I did add some stickers to my order, so I customized these. So there's movie shows, groceries, travel, birthday, and my dog, Leela. I do have my company stickers on there with their name, which is why I chose to hide that. Moving on to the planner, I got a what it looks like suede. It doesn't feel like suede, but it's like a suede ocean color with the plastic vinyl to protect it. Then you have the first page, which just says its name, which is a weekly planner. And yeah, personalized for you, by you, and Plum paper. We have the first page that has special dates, so it has all the months in the year in vertical format. So flipping over to the next page, it is the same format, just without the months. So something that you can totally customize yourself. On the next page, you have month of with a tab on the top, of course, and then this month with a lined page. Moving on, you have your monthly calendar. Like I said, completely customizable. You can write out the numbers, the month that you're planning for, and I chose Sunday as my start date. You have a total of 5 weeks in this monthly calendar layout. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with notes on your right hand side if you want that for notes or checklists. Moving on is the layout. I chose a weekly overview layout. So on the left hand side, you have week of, and I customized what I wanted it to say. So I have important this week, weekly schedule, focus on notes. Then I have reminders at the bottom in the little beige box and to-do list at the top right, which I think will be great. Moving on, we have the horizontal weekly layout. So like I said, I started my week off on a Sunday because that's how my work schedule is. And I'm going to see how I like this layout because I was using an Erin Condren planner and it was in vertical style. So this is going to be new to me, but I feel like this suits my planning needs better. And ignore the ambulance in the background, but you do get 5 of these weekly layouts throughout the month. So pretty much the same. Just showing you what it would look like. At the end of the month, I chose to add reflection pages because I thought that was a really nice add-on. And to zoom you guys in, just so you guys can see it from the top to the bottom, you have the past month in 3 words: wellness scale from happiness, fulfillment, calmness, energy, productivity, health, what I started, what I finished, my top 3, so things I did, places I went, food I ate, things I read or watched, and my most memorable part of the month. And then when you flip it over to the next page, has this month's goal, which is main goal, progress I made this month, how I succeeded this month, how I can improve for next month, and steps to reach improvements. We also have a dotted page that I added at the end of each month, following into the next month, and it repeats itself accordingly. followed by a couple of dotted pages that I believe just come with the planner already. And then we have contacts, as you can see, the contact information, any socials, all that good stuff. On your right, you have any passwords that you want to save, so website, username, and password. Flipping to the other side, that's the end of the planner where you have a pocket folder. So you have a pocket on one side and the other, and that's pretty much it. That's the end of the planner. It's really, really great. It's customizable. I really like it, and I love the color that I chose. I was between that one or the sage. So this one's ocean with a suede look, and then the other one was sage, but I think I'm gonna go with the sage one the next time just to kind of differentiate my planners for the future. So I also got this snap-in bookmark, and although it looks pink, it is actually clear. It is finally out, and as you can see, there's like a little film on it, so I'm gonna remove that with a pair of tweezers. So for this bookmark, you want to put it at the very top, not the second one. As you can see here, it clips right into place and it sticks out just perfectly on the top. And as you can see here is the other bookmark, but this one's a stencil, and it has everything you pretty much need, from banners to weather to check boxes and circles and all the good stuff. So I'm just going to open that right up and give you a look at it. And as you can see, this one's a lot more flexible in the way that it can move. And let me just show you the other clear one that I have. It's flexible, but I wouldn't bend it too much. It definitely would seem like it would crack, whereas this one you can tell it's a different type of plastic. So, you know, just keep that in mind. Now this is the Plum paper cover material card. So it says it's water resistant, tear proof, rigid, and sturdy. So I'm just messing around with the little card. I will not mess around with my cover, but just to see how resilient it is. And honestly, I didn't feel like I could rip it at all. As you can see, I'm putting a lot of pressure, and I kind of dented it with my nail there. Not really the pressure of me trying to rip it. It was just my nail digging into it. So yes, of course, it could get bent and stuff like that since it is a tougher type of paper, but it's not like going to tear or anything like that. So with this new planner, I got new goodies. So I got the mild liner creative marker set in neutral. I also got the Zig clean color dot in some like vintage kind of colors. They look pastel-y to me. But I did get the Sarasa vintage color set. It comes with 5 individual pens each, and they're colored, not black. And honestly, I like those kind of pens. I also have, you know, just pens that I've collected throughout, you know, my time. And yeah, I'll be going through all my swatches with you guys, so stay tuned. Alrighty, so the section that I think I'm going to use to create these swatches is the blank section in the beginning, where on the other page it had the months. I think here would be a perfect opportunity to use and write what pens I'm using and what colors and so on and so forth. So just keep on watching. are all the colors up close so you guys can get a better look. Here is the smudge test. Of course, it's been a couple seconds, but on the other side, you do not see any ghosting. I love that. I was very skeptical because I know they're, you know, colorful gel pens, so I'm very glad that they are not ghosting on the other side. So at this moment, I thought I was swatching a black, and then I was like, wait a minute, is this dark brown? And honestly, yeah, it is. It looks very, very like dark, which is why I couldn't tell. So I was really questioning myself there for a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to be demonstrating my Papermate Ink Joy pens. I have a couple, well, a lot more than a couple, but I'm going to be swatching all of them. These, I was very curious to see if they would smear just because I heard that this planner is very smooth in paper. And the back, there was barely any ghosting. When I mean barely, if I am rating it from 1 to 10, there was probably 1 out of 10, like barely anything. So I don't even consider it. It was very good that it didn't ghost. Next, we have the Papermate Flare Medium pens. So as you can see here, there's very minimal ghosting, and the ghosting that did show up was because I was correcting a letter. So yeah, the Papermate Flared Medium pens worked perfectly fine. Now on to the Bic Gelosity pens in 0.7. Alright, these are all the swatches, and then this is the back page. There is absolutely no ghosting. If there is, like I said, it's super, 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 super minimum. Like, you do not notice it at all. And it really took me, like, staring at it a lot for me to even notice. And this is me, like, you know, kind of obviously using my lights to make them stand out a little bit more. And I also wanted to add a couple of yellow pens that I had. I had them to the side. I kind of forgot about them, so I'm just including them now. Moving on, I'm going to start swatching my Muji pens. I have about 10 pens, so they're the basic colors, and I picked them up, and they're 0.38. So these are all the Muji pen swatches, and as you can see in the back, there is no ghosting, absolutely none. So these pens are ideal for planners in my opinion. Next, we have the mild liner highlighters. So these are dual tip. So you have a typical highlighter and then like a pointed highlighter on one end. So don't mind my swatches. This is the first time that I've ever used these. And honestly, because of how faint they were, I kind of went over them twice, just personal preference. However, I do keep that in mind that they probably would bleed through, not bleed through, but like ghost a little bit in the backside, which I will show you now. Next up, we have the Zig Clean Color Dot, which I got the single ones, and just so you guys know, I did write the names on the mild liner ones, but they were not correct. These are my assumption of the names, and then I actually looked at the highlighter itself and they actually had names. So I do correct that. So apologies for the people that wanted to know what the actual names were. And apparently I do the same with these. So apologies. I do correct myself and write it on here for you guys to see. So again, first time doing these swatches. Sorry. I was trying my best. So these are all the colors. I really do like them. However, as you can see in the back, they do ghost. Compared to the highlighters, the clean color dot, it does ghost. And yes, the marker that I crossed it out with is a Sharpie, so those are notorious for ghosting. And here I am just showing you again that there is very minimal ghosting for the pens swatched on the left hand side, and then there's some ghosting on the highlighters or the clean color dot side. Alrighty, so that concludes my Plum paper planner review as well as my pen swatches in the planner. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and until next time, bye!